Hello YouTube, welcome back to my JetBlue airport, which is now, as I've promised, the updated classic version, where all these planes, they are still in service. In fact, they were the first few planes delivered to JetBlue back in the day. So most of these planes are all A320s. Back then there were no E190s and no A321s. The only special livery I have here, as I've said, is the 10th anniversary, because this was one of JetBlue's very first special liveries like that. So anyway, all these airplanes are still in service, but they're just also painted over differently. But they were here when they first started. So we're gonna start here at the Stripes, which is now a Blueberries. Operating Flight 309 from JFK to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Then here's Gemini Jets 13's favorite, Harlequin. Operating Flight 1351 from Boston to Orlando. Then this is Dots over here, which is now Tartan. And she'll be operating Flight 12 from Fort Myers to Newark. Flight 1005 from Newark to Fort Lauderdale. And Flight 1149 from Fort Lauderdale to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic as well. A lot of flights going on around the New York area and Fort Lauderdale in the Dominican Republic. Then over here is the window pane, which is also now Blueberries. Harlequin and Stripes are definitely now Blueberries, so window pane is also a Blueberry. And she'll be operating Flight 828 from Orlando to Newark, and Flight 227 from Newark back to Orlando. And I've just gotten word, as of now, the Bubbles plane that we're looking at is now also a Tartan 2.0. Because, yeah, the Bubbles liveries I heard, are slowly starting to disappear, and this one, Song Sung Blue, has already turned into a Tartan 2.0. But anyways, she's still in service, and she'll be operating Flight 1572 from Fort Lauderdale to LaGuardia, and Flight 1171 from LaGuardia back to Fort Lauderdale, and Flight 6 Fort Lauderdale back to Newark, I believe. Yeah, the others were at LaGuardia and Fort Lauderdale, and that one will be Newark. And then here, looking at Plaid, this is now a barcode. And she'll be operating Flight 376, Fort Lauderdale to Philadelphia. Flight 375, Fort Lauderdale, Philadelphia back to Fort Lauderdale. And Flight 2008 or 2008 from Fort Lauderdale to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Very rare destination I've ever been able to find. And then here's the Mosaic, which is now the Boston Red Sox livery. First, she'll be operating Flight 1020 from Port of Spain, Trinidad to Fort Lauderdale, and Flight 1825 from Fort Lauderdale to Lima, Peru, South America. We're almost done here, as we've come to the 100th tail, which is now a Blueberries. And she'll be operating Flight 697 from Boston to Atlanta, and Flight 696 from Atlanta back to Boston. Then we conclude here at the 10th anniversary livery, and she'll be operating Flight 1375 from Washington DC to Fort Lauderdale, and Flight 712 from Fort Lauderdale to New York LaGuardia. So yeah, as you can see, I have all these planes lined up in the Long Beach Airport style, as I forgot to mention, with no jetways, just the planes facing the building, because that's how it is when you board the planes at Long Beach, where there's no jetways like that. And plus, I'm kind of bummed that most of their planes they fly there are only the A320. They don't have E190 flights there or A321 flights there. And I also definitely do wish one day that sometime when they sometime that they would do Mint flights out of Orlando to places like LAX or San Francisco. Of course, Mint is only on the A321. But here's your look once again at the classic JetBlue liveries, which are painted over as Blueberries, barcode, Tartan 2.0, Boston Red Sox. Of course, the 10th anniversary livery is the very special livery over here. And I believe the 100th tail over here was one of my first JetBlue models back in the day. But not my first Gemini Jets model. My first Gemini Jets was on a Lufthansa DC-10, which I absolutely no longer have at all. But this was truly my very first JetBlue model. Because I know when you're looking at Gemini Jets 13, the Bubbles livery on his airport is like the oldest, where it's both his first JetBlue and Gemini Jets model. So anyway, here you have it, as my cuckoo clock strikes 3. And thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Cameron here at Pinchy08, signing and pinching out, and we will see you in the wild blue yonder.